If you've got a no hat rule in your building, even if you don't like the rule, or you've got a no jacket rule, or you've got a you can't run down the hall rule, everybody needs to enforce it. Everybody. I can't come in and be running down the hall. Let's say I come in and I'm running down the hall because I can't wait to get to school. I always say to people, you're lucky they're running in the building and not out of the building. All right? Like, count your blessings. So they're running in, they're running. I say, hey, make sure you're walking, make sure you're walking, make sure you're walking. You go around the corner and you say, make sure you're walking, make sure you're walking. And you say, make sure you're walking. And then you say, hey, hi, nice to see you. That's the problem. I say, take your hat off. You say, take your hat off. You say, take your hat off. And then one person comes around the corner and says, I'm not telling that kid to take his hat off anymore. He never does. You're the problem. If you don't have that consistency, see, you can't get tired around the end of October or November and say, nobody else is calling them out on it. Because the minute one of us does that, those kids know. They know. They go around the corner. See, that's why it shouldn't matter who's on duty or what teacher they see in the hallway. If I'm an adult in the hallway and you tell me, Polly, we've got a running rule, we've got a hat rule, we've got a whatever rule, then even if I don't know those kids, my job is to say, hey, hat, that's it. Even if I don't know you, because I'm the adult, and that's what the rule is, and that's predictable, and it's consistent. And when we change the rules on them, and when we get a little wishy-washy, it gets worse. So they're right out of the gate. We've got to think about what are our expectations. I call them expectations, all right? What are our consistent expectations? What are our non-negotiables? Every school needs to have non-negotiables, and every single staff member, no matter who they are, needs to enforce them. Doesn't mean you have to run down the hall when, let's say I tell the child, hey, stop running, and they walk around the hall. And you know as soon as they get around that corner, they're going to start running again, right? I don't need to chase you down the hall and make sure you're running because I told you not to run. I don't need to go, oh, let's make sure he's done. Listen, hey, you come back here, come back, what's your name? I don't need to do that. You know why? Because I depend on every other staff member. I know that kid's going to bolt around the corner, but I'm okay with it. I've done my job. All my job is, I can't make you walk. My job is to enforce it, because I know that every other staff member is going to do the same thing. And after about 6 weeks of hearing, make sure you're walking by every single adult, after a while a kid comes in the door and they just see an adult and they're like, you know, it's just that signal, they just see you. See, consistency works. It's kind of like if you're going down the turnpike and you see a highway patrol, there's nobody in the car, right? It's one of those cars with nobody in it. And they just park it in the median. And what do? Yeah, we're driving 45 and a 70, and we still take our foot off. Yes, right? The people put their brakes on immediately and be like, why are you slowing down? Because it's predictable and consistent. They've done this to us, and we can follow it on our own. They don't even need to tell us anymore. That's what we want. We need to. So don't get hung up on a bunch of little things. Think about what are the non-negotiables? What makes school flow that we want to be predictable with? Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. I speak and consult on school behavior, and I love to help districts solve some of these problems. See you next time.